For what? For what?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Or afternoon.
Hey, yeah, I guess it's afternoon out there. It's not morning anymore. What's up? I see Crystal, Samantha, Kelly, Pam, Robin, and Todd. What's up, Todd? Okay. All right. This Zoom's going to be pretty informal. If you have background noise, you can just mute. Otherwise, you should be okay. And we'll do a little Q&A before we kind of get into it. I just want you guys to introduce yourselves, say where you're from, and how long you've been drinking ketones. You don't have to go into your whole backstory, but if you've already been drinking them and you've had some sort of success with the product, share that. Like if you lost a few pounds or you're feeling amazing, just so that we can all get to know each other a little bit. I'll start just with who's on my screen here. Let's go with Samantha.
Hi guys. I've been drinking ketones for like a week since I met Nick, and I'm in Abington, Mass.
Awesome. What do you like about them so far?
The increased energy and clarity.
Cool. What's your favorite flavor?
Right now, honestly, I was surprised by the splash flavor and how much I liked it.
Cool.
Otherwise, I really like the raspberry lemonade. I think it's like a solid go-to.
Yeah, can't go wrong with raspberry lemonade. I like it. Glad you're here. Thanks for sharing. Let's see, Kelly.
Hello, I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been using ketones since pretty much the end of July, and I am down about 38 pounds using them in addition to doing the keto diet.
That's awesome. What do you do for work?
I'm a UPS driver.
That's awesome. You guys can share your background as well, just so we kind of get to know each other. 38 pounds, and you've just been eating low carb?
Yep, just low carb, pretty much did it very strict, didn't have any cheat days, and then started my ketones, and it's working.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very cool. Crystal.
My name is Crystal. I live in Missouri. I have been drinking ketones since January. And I wish I'd have kept better track, but I know I've lost well over 50 pounds. I started drinking them for the energy. I was just exhausted all the time. So with the energy, the focus, and the weight loss has been awesome. So that's
I love it. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Todd.
How you doing? My name's Todd McGuire. I'm in Burlington, North Carolina. I'm a professional chef. I also have been on keto for about going on a month now as far as drinking the products. I've down 67 pounds since about January of this year. And I was looking for something to take that lack of energy out, you know, that 3 o'clock lull, and something to that point, and it's definitely took that to a over the top. I really enjoyed the product and the clarity that gives me from that. So.
Awesome. Who's sitting next to you?
Oh, this is my wife, Beth.
Hey.
What's up, Beth?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Waiting for our shit to come in so I can start.
Yeah, I know. Hurry up. Prove it. Get that stuff out. All right, let's see. Pam, you're next on my screen.
I tried the ketones probably a month ago or so, or a month and a half ago. And then I got the 10-day challenge plus the reboot. And I really liked how I felt after the 10-day challenge, but I didn't go ahead and do the reboot after that. And then I finally did that like a week ago. And I decided, oh, this is crazy not to keep drinking these. So I feel really good. And I actually think I'm down in pounds in like a week, which I don't know why I'm surprised, but I just am always. But I'm from, I live in Northeast Indiana, south of Fort Wayne. So anyway.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing, Pam. Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I am from outside of Richmond in Virginia. I started drinking ketones, but I only had a 5-day sample trial thing that I ordered. So I only did that, but I started doing keto 6 weeks ago when I fell and broke my ankle and my wrist. I was just trying not to gain weight from being so sedentary. But since then, I've lost 23 pounds in the 6 weeks, and I really attribute the greatest portion of that to the 5 days that I drank my ketones. And Prove It better hurry up and get my next shipment here because I'm missing them. I'm just really excited to be a part of this and help other people that have struggled like I have in the past with weight loss and energy and focus. And now that I'm going back into the office where I share commercial insurance, I think it's really going to help me make it through those long days sitting at the desk.
Yeah. And you're in Virginia?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Stacy.
Hey, everyone. Hi. I'm from Ascutney, Vermont. I started drinking ketones probably about June of this year. I started with a 10-day challenge and decided that I actually didn't do the 10-day challenge. I just drank it for 20 days straight. And I have no more restless leg syndrome. I was having tons of really bad episodes with that, and now I don't have any. The brain fog's definitely gone away, which is wonderful. And the energy is just all day long, which is what I needed to begin with, just to keep the ball rolling and the better sleep. And yeah, I'm excited to just keep moving with this. Actually today I've been nonstop all morning getting trial packs out the door, and it's just amazing how when people just take the time to just try it and see how they feel, it just motivates them to do more.
Love it. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks for making time to be on. Angela, I don't see your face, but are you available to share? Oh,
hello?
Hello. Are you able to turn your camera on or no?
I've got COVID. I'm just stuck here in my chair.
Okay.
I've been drinking ketones since April, but I've been keto since 2019. I've lost 115 pounds. Pretty much I just stopped tracking it and I needed something. I didn't want to track anymore. And so I just started drinking and losing still. So I guess that's my story. I'm North Dakota.
North Dakota. All right. We got North Dakota, Missouri, Indiana, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, Massachusetts, and Vermont. I love it. We're all over mostly on the East Coast. The West Coast needs to represent. What the heck? All right. Well, let's talk through a little bit of just basics. I know many of you are already kind of getting started and you're already sharing your link and that kind of stuff. I just want to show you a few things that you guys can kind of take forward with you. And then we'll do a couple little action steps for today. We're going to try to do these Zooms a couple times a week, just that way we can always check in and you can ask questions as they're coming up and we can just keep moving forward. So let me open a new window here. All right. share. There we go. You know, and while we're doing this, I'm just going to mute everybody so we don't have a ton of background noise. Mute all. Perfect. All right, I'm just going to walk you guys into a couple different things. Number one is your share link. Everybody has their own share link. Let's see if I can move this bar. There you go. So if you go to shopketo.com and you put your code in front of it, that is your website. So your referral code is this portion in front of shopketo.com. Mine is Nick. If you have already set yours up, maybe it's something you created, or if you haven't set it up yet, it's just a series of letters and numbers. So the nick.shopketo.com is what makes this unique to me. And you will see that when somebody comes here, and they'll see somewhere on here it says my name. You're invited here by Nick and Christina Martinez, right here, invited by Nick and Christina Martinez. So this code is what links it to you. So if you're ever sending something. Now, whenever I say send the video, you'll hear that a lot. I sent them the campfire video, sent them information. What you want to send them is your shopketo.com/learn site. This one right here. And the reason that we send this first is because it has the campfire video, has a great video just explaining what ketones are and how to use them, and it has a little kind of vision and mission video about Prove It. And then from here, they can always choose one of our bundles, or now you can start engaging them in a conversation about getting trials from you. So this is just a great getting started page. Now, if we go to log in, any Prove It page, you can click log in. The other way to get to the login screen is just this website, cloud.justproveit.com. But again, if you just click log in, it's going to bring you to that page. It's probably already got me logged in here. And then on our homepage, I'm just going to show you, if you're curious, what is your referral code? Under the share button, you're going to see your referral code in front of the challenge.com. Now, there's multiple websites that you have access to. What we're going to focus on really right now is just Shop Keto. It's the one that I use 95% of the time. You'll also see this share on Facebook and share on Twitter. Don't do that. That's going to have you post your link on Facebook. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I don't really teach people to post your link on Facebook because that stifles curiosity. It doesn't create curiosity. The only other thing that you want to worry about here is just making sure that your smart chip is set up. I think all of you have an active smart chip. If you don't, this is where you can go ahead and enable it. You can also edit your products anytime. After your first smart chip has run, you can change the date during the month in which it ships, but that first smart chip has to run before you have access to that. The other thing that you want to be aware of is up here under Manage. And under Manage, you're going to see where it says Order History, and this will allow you to track your order. And if you come in here, you're going to see your most recent order, and then you'll see a tracking number with a little truck. If you click on that, that will bring up your tracking details. If it says pending fulfillment or something like that, then it has not yet been shipped out. So that's how you manage your orders. Now, as you enroll customers and enroll promoters, you're going to see them show up under Manage and Community. And here you're going to see their names and the date that they ordered. If they just have a green dot, you're going to see that they have not set up a smart chip. So Tara just bought a product one time. If they have an orange dot next to it, it means they've set up smart chip. If they have a purple dot, it means they've become a promoter. So you can see Robin, she's actually on this call. She has become a promoter and she has a smart chip active. So that's just what those icons mean. Now, if it's a gray icon like Corinne or Dawn, I need to reach out to the two of them and see what happened. They basically loaded up the cart, typed in their name, got to an email spot, and then they just stopped for whatever reason. Either they had trouble with the credit card or they got cold feet. I'm not sure which, so I can follow up with them and help them either finish their order or answer any questions that they have. The last thing, if you want to see what somebody ordered, is to click on Insights, and then you can click on Order History, and this will show you specifically what that individual ordered. And it will pull up here. And a couple things to note: you're going to see the day, the time, the product name. You're also going to see something I'll talk about here in a second, which is the QV and the basically what they paid for it, and then what you're getting as what we call qualifying volume. So over here, QV, you'll notice for boxes of Keto Nat is always 80. If it's a box of like our black label, which is like Blue Ocean, it's kind of a amplified ketone product we have, it's 100. The reason I bring up QV is for rewards. That's what goes towards your rank and goes towards you hitting bonuses. BV stands for bonus value, and that's what you're paid the bonus is based upon. So anything that you're getting a percentage of sales, you're getting the percentage of this number here. Don't worry about memorizing or really knowing that. It's just that's what the BV column stands for. Dollar value, that's just what the person paid in US dollars for the product. So the dollar value will change based upon what the offer is, what the sale is. The QV always is the same. And then the BV is just that's what they pay out in commissions. And so they adjust that based upon the price. So that's a really fast overview of that. Don't worry about memorizing it, but just kind of know that that's where you find it if you need to. But usually what you'll use this for is you're like, oh, Kim just ordered. I need to see what she ordered, or she had a question, or I'm not sure if she ordered. So you're going to go into your community and you're going to say, oh my gosh, I didn't see an order from Ansley, but that's because she's gray, so she didn't complete an order. I'll help get her set up. All right, last thing on here, and then we're going to move on, is our Go Challenge. And this is kind of your reward center. Don't worry about going through all of this or understanding all of this. Right now, all you need to know is that we want to hit these things called the Go Challenges. So the first kind of challenge cycle is called our Go MVP. Now we have 1 cycle, 2 cycle, 3 cycles, so you can hit MVP 3 times. And this is going to start when you enroll your first customer or 14 days after you enroll. And it's a 30-day cycle, and it will track it. So this is this is my account, and it's weird because they did a reset, so everybody got the rerun for it. But mine started September 12th, so would have ended October 12th. And then I need 2,000 in QV. You remember those boxes of ketones were 80. I need 3 customers. So in a perfect world, you're getting 3 customers on a better bundle and 2 promoters on that max brand builder pack. But the reality is it's just adding all of the orders that you have in your community, and it's needing 2,000 in order to trigger the bonus. And when you hit it, you get a $500 bonus. So that you can just basically turn these lines green and see where you're at, and then go have an order placed. Oh, you see where you're at, you go have an order placed. So you just kind of learn it as you go. All-Star happens when you, in the first 4 months, if you help 4 people hit MVP. So you bring in 4 promoters and you help them hit MVP, you're going to get what we call Go All-Star, and that's a $1,000 bonus. So that is where that is. The rank up here is just kind of a tracking system to see where you're tracking along in the business. We have 10 ranks. You'll see 1 through 10. And to hit rank 2, you need 500 in team volume, 1,500 in group. Group volume is your orders and all of the business that you have, anything that's going on in your business. Team volume is your first 3 levels of promoters and customers. So it's just the 3 levels. In the beginning, team volume and group volume are usually very close. As you start to have a team that starts to run off, or like meaning they enroll somebody, rolled somebody, then your group volume will start to grow outside of your team volume, which is exciting. But don't worry about this. It's just a tracker. What we want to do is strive to hit rank 2. And then we want to strive to hit rank 3. And then we want to strive to hit rank 4. Then there's little star kind of levels in between there, which just gives you little tick marks to run for each month. All right. That is the back office. Let me stop right there real quick. I share that because it's good to be aware, and then it's good for you guys to go to click in, but you guys don't need to get confused or worry about it. There's nothing in there that needs to, that you need to do or that you can necessarily affect. The only thing that we need to do is have conversations about ketones. But that's kind of like your tracker. If you're a green kind of analytical personality like me, you love that stuff. If you're somebody that's more like, let's just go have fun and drink ketones, you're like, that stuff drives me crazy. So don't worry about it. You don't have to. All right. Next thing I want to show you guys is our Rhino tracker. Give me a nod if you've already printed your Rhino tracker. Give me a thumbs up. Give me, if you don't know what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up. Perfect. That's fine too. All right. Are you all in Better Starts Here, the Facebook group? Kelly, yes. Samantha, not yet. Okay. So I'm going to show you, if you're not yet in this group, you can request access after the Zoom and we'll get you in it. Let me share my screen one more time. Cool. There we go. And I'm going to go to Facebook. So there's two main promoter Facebook groups that you're going to be part of. One is our Prove It promoter group. So if you're not yet part of that, make sure that you request access. I have a link in the chat, a couple things above in the chat. So just click on one of those and you'll be able to access it. Let me just type in Prove It promoter. Not in the right account. No, I'm not in the right account. Sorry. There we go. All right, this one here. So make sure you're part of this. We do a training. Prove It does trainings in here a couple times a week. So it's just a great resource. And there's a lot of information under guides. If you're like, if you want to grow in this business each day, just watch 10 or 20 minutes a day of these guides and you'll learn so much. Okay. Then our team page, our team group is called Better Starts Here. And that's just my community and we have thousands of promoters that work with us. And so we maintain this group just to have some fun and to create community. So we have different challenges and we have a lot of training in here. So first thing I want to mention, let me get rid of this. Not going to go away. All right, is if you go in here and you go to, so for those of you that are not members yet, just type in Better Starts Here and then request access, and then we'll let you in. Under files, you're going to see two things that I want you to print out. Number one is the Better Starts Here Rhino tracker. And it looks like this. We're going to talk about this here in a minute. This is like how you track your business. It's super simple, easy to use, and you can, this just becomes a simple way to keep track of what's going on. And then the second thing that you can print out is also under files. And it's right here. It is called our DMO and social media checklist. If you click on that, you will see DMO social media checklist. And has just some information on basic social media, as well as a little tracker for you to follow. So print those out, you'll be all set. Now, to go along with those, you are going to see on our main page here, go back. On our featured posts, if you click over, you will see this little Facebook training. I'm going to ask all of you to watch this because you don't have to necessarily build this business on Facebook. However, it is an amazing tool just to attract people, to keep in touch with people, and it's a great resource. And in this training, we go through everything that is on this tracker. So we talk and we basically explain the basics of how to maximize your Facebook. And I'm telling you, if you follow these steps, like, they work. It doesn't matter what your social media looks like today. I had less friends probably than each of you when I started 7 years ago. And now we have a massive business and a massive following. Primarily because I followed the steps that we teach in this video. And Stephanie Pennington, who's this lady here, and Ashley, Stephanie started and didn't really have much going on Facebook, and now she's consistently enrolling tons of new people each month as a result of just following the simple steps. So they work. All right, so the Rhino tracker. I want to mention this real quick because as we go throughout the day, the rest of this Zoom and moving forward, anytime that you have a conversation with somebody and you send them that shopketo.com/learn, you're going to go and write their name in here and write the date. And now that you're in dialogue with them, you can just keep track. And your goal is to put one new name in a box every single day consistently. So if you do that, so every 7 days, you'll have 7 new people that you're talking to. Over the course of a month, it'll be over 30. Essentially, you'll fill one of these out in a month. It's not that you have to go talk to 30 people today, although if you want to compress timeframes, talk to 5 people each day. But if you keep track, then it will be easier to kind of have a conversation in a week, in a month, and say, hey, how are things going? I'm doing great. I'm talking to a lot of people. Awesome. Who are you talking to? You pull this out. Well, what are you saying? We can kind of figure out how we can tweak things and help more people get started with ketones, either through follow-up, through our language, through connection, and that sort of thing. So this sheet is paramount. When you're talking to me on the phone, I'll say, hey, get your Run tracker out. Let's talk about it. Let's see where you're at and see how we can get more names on it, or how we can talk to different people. So it's just a powerful thing. Now, it has a lot of earmarks. It has a lot of little doodads and things to click on. You can look into those and read the legend and have fun with them. Don't worry. All I want you to do is write the name and the dates. If you want to use the other little tracking devices on here, feel free. And then as you're talking to people who you think would be great promoters, write their names in down here. You might transfer them from here to here. The other thing with this is I would turn it over, and on the blank side, just create the list of people, the list of people that you think would be great at this business, or a list of people that you think would be great for the product. And then you're going to just start messaging and connecting with them, as we're going to talk about here in a second. And then as they dialogue with you and as you send them that video, now you're going to transfer their name to one of these boxes. So this just creates a quantifiable, like, okay, I am in business. I'm going to track what I'm doing. I'm going to be focused. And you're good to go there. Last thing I'll mention, because I forgot earlier, was if your referral code under the homepage here under share is still a jumbled set of numbers and letters, or if it's like some weird number and you want to change it, all you got to do is go to your name and go to settings. And then under settings, you're going to receive referral code. And here, if you edit your referral code and then save it, you can see what's available and you can create your own code. All right. Perfect. Any other question or any questions off of what we just went through there?
I have a question, Nick.
Perfect.
I had that strange little code and I messaged you the question in the chat about changing it. So I did change it. Will the code that I've already sent to people still work?
It will not. So if you sent the old one, it's a great opportunity to follow up with the people, right?
Yeah.
And say, hey, oh my gosh, my website just got updated. I want to make sure that you have the right one.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
So it's not something that you want to change every day, but I would change it to what you want now, not worrying about, the handful of people that you're in dialogue with.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is the guest calls. We do Zoom style guest calls a lot, and we do them for a reason, because they're an event that gives you an excuse to invite somebody to. Meaning if you have a reason to invite, it makes it a lot easier to make the invitation. So what I mean by that is at 5 o'clock Eastern, which is in 3.5 hours, we have a call. And now we can invite people to it. So I want you to think of, each of you think of write down like just 3 people that you think could be interested in this product or this business, like 2 or 3 people. Could be your mom, could be your dad, could be your sister, brother, aunt, uncle, neighbor, friend that you've already talked to, whatever it is. Just everybody have 3? Hopefully you have 3. 3 is like a low benchmark. You can do it. So here's the language, and you can use whatever language you like, but I will tell you the shorter and simpler it is, the more effective it is. So the language I like to use for a guest call is, hey, Susie, what are you up to tonight at 5 p.m.? And I usually like to pause there, right? And I send. If you want to add a little bit more, something that you can add is, and I'll actually put this in the new promoter chat. I've got one typed out here, guest calls. Hey, Susie, I found something and I'm feeling amazing. It's given me more energy, better focus, sleep, and mood. I've even taken off a few pounds. I have a private Zoom tonight where you can be a fly on the wall. If I sent you over the link, would you be able to hop on? And I'll send that in there. Actually, another language is, hey, what are you up to tonight at 5 p.m.? We're doing a quick call to talk about those ketones I mentioned to you. Like if you've already talked to them about it, those ketones I mentioned to you. I think you're going to love this stuff. If I was able to pop you a link for it, could you hop on? So the key phrase there that you're going to find in anything that we do is, if I, would you? This creates a question rather than if you ask and get their permission, they're saying, yes, I will. If you just say, here's the link, can you hop on? They've never said yes. We want to have a dialogue. We want to ask a question, receive an answer. Hey, what are you doing tonight at 5? I'm not sure. Why? Oh my gosh, we're doing a call to talk about these ketones I've been drinking. I think you're going to love this stuff. If I got you a link for it, could you hop on? They say yes, or they say, actually, no, I have a kid's soccer practice, or we're going out to dinner with the family. I can't make it. Then your next phrase is, no problem. If I'm able to get a recording of it, would you want to check it out? I think you'll love it. If I could get a recording of it, would you want to watch it? I think you'll love it. When we text, people only read the text. So what we have to put language in the text that makes them feel how we do. And if you just say, hey, watch this, they just read it as watch this. But if you say, watch this, you're going to love it. Now they're like, oh, I'm going to love it. Like their conscious mind, subconscious mind starts to say, okay, I think I like this. So you have to help program. When I got a phone call from a friend, my friend said, Nick, I just found it. I'm like, what'd you find? He's like, ketones that you can drink. It's going to change the world. You're going to love this stuff, Nick. You're going to be amazing at this. You got to do this with me. It was his level of intensity and excitement that got me excited about it. I wouldn't have been excited if he wasn't excited. So if you're kind of wishy-washy and like, okay, I don't know if you'd want to be on this, but we have a call tonight, they're going to be like, not interested. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I just found the holy grail for health. This stuff's going to change the world. You got to check this out. You're going to love it. Like that's the energy that you want to project, because then that's the energy that's going to attract somebody to say, okay, I'll take a look at it. So then the information for the call is in the Pulse. Does everybody have the Prove It Pulse app? It's the little P. See that P? Make sure that you download it. You click on it. And in the news feed here is where all of our calls and information are. And if I scroll long enough, oh, there it is right here. Oh, no, it just bounced on me. Dollar Keto Club right here. So you have to click on see more. And now I can copy this link at the bottom. And when they say, yes, send me the details, copy. Now I can send that to them. Now, if they say they can't make it and I ask them, if I get the recording, can you watch it? And they say yes. Now, after the call, either later tonight or tomorrow, you get to go back and say, hey, looks like the recording's available on Prove It's Facebook page. Let me grab a link. If I send it to you, will you watch it? I ask them again, if I will you, because I want them to say yes twice. I want them to say, yes, I'll watch it. I'll watch the recording. Then when I get the recording, hey, I got the recording. If I send it to you, will you watch it? They'll say yes. If they're telling themselves yes 2 times, then they're going to actually more likely to follow through rather than not. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. Am I boring you guys here? Or are you doing okay? Perfect. All right, let's take 2 minutes, and I want you to send out 3 invites. If you want extra credit, do 5. Don't look at me like deer in headlights. This is actually what you signed up for. Help people with ketones. If we don't ask them, then they'll never know about it, right? We can't be secret agents, not in this business. And so think about it like this. If you were on that Titanic and it was going down and you had 5 life jackets, who are you going to hand those life jackets to? I handed them to my mom and dad, who are now 73. My dad turned 73. My mom's 69, living their best life since they've been drinking ketones for 7 years. They're absolutely smashing it. And my sister, who I messaged, she didn't drink it for 9 months, said no to me for 9 months, but now she's a promoter with us, has an amazing business, and is lost 34 pounds at 5 foot and kept it off for 4 years. So who are we going to invite? What time is the Zoom tonight? 5 p.m. Eastern. So Angela, your time zone, it would be 4 p.m. Central. For those of you Midwesterners, Missouri. I don't know about Indiana though. What time zone are you in? Indiana? Pam?
I'm in Eastern.
You're Eastern?
Well,
what time is it there right now?
2:30.
2:30, yeah. So you're like right on the edge. Like, you're probably go a couple towns over and it's Central, huh?
In Illinois, so the other way.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm closer to Ohio.
Gotcha.
But we're getting ready to change times.
I know, we all are.
I hate that.
I know. All right, everybody got their 3 cents? And like literally don't overthink it. Just pull up a name, say, hey, what are you up to tonight at 5 p.m.? I've got something I think you're going to love, or I've got something I'm super excited about I want to share with you. Or we're doing a quick call to talk about those ketones I've been drinking. Can you be on? I think you're going to love it.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Is the phone call a Zoom call? Or just a phone call?
It is a Zoom call. So they'll have to download the app or click on the link. It'll prompt them to download the app, and then they'll be able to. They don't have to turn their camera on or anything. A lot of people just have their camera off and listen to it. But I will actually be hosting that call tonight. So if you're inviting people, you're inviting them to hear from me. So you can use that. All right. I'm going to give you 20 more seconds to send out another one. And then after we get off the Zoom, like, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you go through your phone and say, all right, who can I invite? Who can I invite? Any other questions around invitation? Perfect. So the next step, obviously, is to invite people and then follow up with them. And then if they're interested, we're going to offer them the options to get started. Hey, do you want to know the different options to get started? I'll share some language that I have in the chat as far as getting started, but I like to say you can grab our challenge kit, which is 20 servings, $99, best value, or you can grab a trial pack from me. I've got 5 or 10 servings, 5 for 40, 10 for 75. I'll send you the specific blocks so you don't have to worry about the exact language on that. But if I give somebody an option, now they can choose. Do I want trials or do I want the full box, the best value? We charge more for the trials so that like there's value in just going to your website and ordering. But it also, because it's 5 for 40, most people can afford $40 to at least try it. And they're going to be maybe experiencing that. You're casting a larger net. If you were only selling boxes, then you'd be speaking to this group. But because you're giving somebody ability to dip their toe in the water, now you're speaking to this group. That's the thought process behind it. And then when they get a trial pack, or you're having some conversation with them, now your goal is to put them in a chat with me, right? Or whoever you're working with, or somebody that's an extension of your support team. And what I mean by a chat is you open up text or you open up Facebook Messenger, however you're communicating, and you do a group message, meaning me, them, and you. And then you introduce us as if we were at your house, right? So if I'm at Kelly's house and then her friend comes over and her friend opens the door, Kelly's not just going to say, hey, Nick, meet Susie, and then leave. She's going to say, hey, Nick, this is my girlfriend, Susie Q. She just came over here. She's excited about ketones and has a few questions. Susie Q, this is my buddy, Nick. He's been drinking ketones a lot longer than I have and can help answer your questions. He's awesome. And then if you say nice things about me, then they'll believe that I'm a nice person and know what I'm talking about. So you have to do a little bit of that transfer of trust, because hopefully you trust me at this point. You're here. And I will be very nice to all your people, I promise. But if you transfer that trust and that credibility, now they're viewing me without glasses on, right? Hang on one second, I need a prompt. Everybody that you know and you're talking to right now about ketones is viewing you with these shades on, okay? They have this judgment of you, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. They view you through some lenses, okay? And as you're introducing them to ketones, they're thinking, okay, this is great. So you've messaged them, they invited to this call, maybe they couldn't make it, but you send them your shopketo.com/learn. They've watched a video and now they're messaging, I'm just not sure if this would work for me. I think it'd be good, but I have XYZ. And now you message me privately, you're like, what about this, Nick? And I say the answer, whatever. And now you're again trying to convince them or sell them. You're trying to help answer all their objections and their questions. They're still judging ketones based upon how they see you through these glasses. Okay. So the reason that we do this connect step, connect to the call that we have tonight, connect to another video, and more importantly, connect to a person, is the moment that you put them in a chat with me and say, oh my gosh, this is my buddy Nick. He's been drinking ketones for a long time. He knows a ton about the product and has helped a lot of people. I'm really excited for you to chat with them. Nick, this is my girlfriend, Susie Q. She's amazing. She just messaged me about ketones. She saw my Facebook post, or she was just on the call that we did, blah, blah, blah. Now your friend goes like this, takes off the glasses, and now they're no longer judging ketones through the view of you. Now they have a clear eyes because they have no judgment of me. They don't know me. All they know are the things that you said about me. So they'll think that most of what I have to say is real. And it is. So that's the purpose of it. Think about it. If you're married and you tell your spouse what you should have for dinner or where she go, she's like, no, I'm not interested. And then if you get a third party out here to say that this restaurant's really good, even though she didn't want to go there 10 minutes ago, but because her friend said it was good, now all of a sudden she's like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Like it's just how life works. I see you guys laughing because it's true. So the more of those boxes that you fill out on that Rhino tracker that you put into a chat with another human being, the more of them you'll be able to circle later because they enroll, meaning it's going to increase your conversion. You're going to have less skeptics and you're going to feel like you're not selling as much. How do you put them in a chat? So great question, Robin. In text message, you're going to hit the little text button up top, and then you're going to type in my name, Nick, and then you're going to type in their name, Susie Q, and then you're going to type the message, and that creates a chat. If it's Facebook Messenger, you're going to hit on Facebook Messenger. You see that little blue box up there that creates a new message. And then you can create what's called a new group. And then you're just going to put in both of our names. So you type in 2 names and then you'll create the message. Does that make sense, Robin? You just basically add 2 people to a text or 2 people to a Facebook Messenger, and then you send it.
I got it now. I hadn't ever done that before. So
No
thank
problem.
you.
Yeah, good question. I'm sure other people had the same question. So no questions are wrong questions here. All right. I don't want to take up more of your guys' Sunday. I want to give you guys time to invite to that call. But what I would like to do is do another call with this group regarding Facebook, because I want with your initial kind of Facebook post, creating Facebook strategy. But before we do that call, what I'd like you to do is go to that Better Starts Here page, and I'll show you again under here. And if to our posts, you're going to see the one that has the Facebook training. Do another call within the next couple of days, but either tomorrow night or Tuesday night. And then on that call, what we can do is just kind of
Did we lose them?
Right? I was just like, and Nick is where?
Somehow it says I'm now host, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
There we go. I have no idea why. I just literally, like, it all shut down. I'm sorry about that. I thought you guys all got kicked off, but you all got to hang out without me. Cool. I don't know where I cut out, but watch that Facebook training in the next 48 hours, and we'll try to do a call on Tuesday night. Actually, yeah, I'll put in the chat. It'll either be Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and we'll talk through social media. Sound good? In the meantime, if you're gonna post, text me before. If you're gonna post about ketones, text me what you're thinking about posting before you post it, and I will help tweak it so that we can get the most attraction, okay? Because everybody wants to sell. Like, we're used to selling and seeing other people that are putting links and putting flyers. What we want to teach you to do is to create attraction so that people are excited to comment and want to know what you're doing rather than pushing them away. We really just do that through sharing your benefits, through sharing your story, okay? So any questions before we sign off? Robin has a question. Unmute. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. There we go.
Sorry. I just wanted to say that I can attest to the fact that Nick can help you get started with some really great scripts. I've been using them since I started on Friday, and my Rhino tracker, the first one I printed out, is completely full. I've got to print another one.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
It's good stuff.
All right, if you haven't done your first post, let's do this. You can message me or text me.
You're breaking up
just
again.
Text me all of your favorite benefits. Like, what do you love about ketones? But be specific. Like, if you no longer have cravings, tell me what you used to crave. If you have energy, tell me what you do now with that energy. With information like that, now you can tell a story rather than just give information. So I want to help you just craft a little, like, short story. But as on there's the guest call tonight. Be on it if you're able. If not, no worries at all. It's there for your guests. Invite more people to it, and then stay tuned to that chat. We'll be doing more stuff in there. So we'll see you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for being on. Happy Sunday.